Hi everyone! I cannot possibly explain to you how bad the programming on Google is getting now. I seem to have like virtually no control over what this live stream setup actually does. Anyway, here I am. Hi there, hello. Sitting in the corner because I've got to do a lot of reorganizing of the room, and the reason I've got to do a lot of reorganizing of the room is because, you guessed it, I've got to do my TV thing tomorrow. So anyone who's been keeping up with it, there's the contracts signed. They've given me the times that the program's going to be on. It's going to be on internationally on NHK World. And it's going to be also on the, apparently it'll be on the VOD system, video on demand system. Yeah, so we should be able to capture this. It's going to be repeated between August, September, October. Yeah, it's going to be on a lot of platforms. I don't think we're going to have to worry about actually getting to see a copy of this program. But yeah, there we go. That's the cool news we got at the moment. Unfortunately, my computer is freaking out. My hair's freaking out as well. But isn't that wonderful? So I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a live stream. We're going to do live stream again tomorrow as normal, but we thought I'd do this one first of all. Just have a little bit of a chat with you guys before I did the interview tomorrow. So time to crack open some beer, see how everyone's doing, have a little bit of a chat, catch up, and then tomorrow we'll be getting into some of that more serious stuff. But I did say to you guys I would talk to you first if the unimaginable happened and they said yes to putting my face on television. Cheers. That's some juicy beer. I really love that beer. It's like the cheapest one as well, and it's really good. All right, so yes, as I say, we will be... this new system, by the way, that it's using, it's really hard to tell how many people are watching the live stream. It's just... oh, it's horrible, this new system that they got. I believe there's 2 people currently watching. Like I said, this is not going to replace tomorrow's live stream. Tomorrow's live stream will happen as normal anyway. But yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to this interview thing tomorrow. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. However, I am also kind of aware of the fact they told me that the interview takes about 15 minutes. And I know what that means in cutting language, which means I'm probably going to get about 30-second maximum of like FaceTime. They are going to edit it down heavily if they're going for a 15-minute interview. And they said 15 minutes max. I think that's probably like... if they get onto the live chat and they look at me and they go, oh God, no. They'll probably try and get out of the room as quickly as possible and not use any of it, which they're contractually allowed to do, unsurprisingly. Let's read through. Point number 1, the video is shot by myself, as well as photos and materials provided by myself. The provided materials, as they will be contractually referred to, will be saved as audio and visual recordings. And if you didn't know that, you shouldn't really be doing interviews now, should you? Number 2, the provided materials, or part thereof, will be broadcast and or distributed as incorporated in the program or any media, including the internet, and may be provided to a third party designated by NHK, the NHK's licensee. Fair enough. If you want to be on TV, Can't really complain about it being shared around. 3. Even if I should suffer any disadvantage or damage caused by the use as mentioned in the preceding paragraph, NHK and NHK's licensee, which were in charge of producing, broadcasting and or distributing the provided materials and or the programme, will not be legally liable for the disadvantage or damage. In other words, if I make a dick of myself, kind of my problem. I've built an entire online presence around making a dick of myself though. Number 4, the provided materials may be edited or may not be used in the program. In other words, if we get into this interview and you're a weirdo, you ain't getting in. So there's a chance that I'm not going to be on this thing at all. Number 5, in case I wish to use by myself, this is an important one, or allow any third party to make use of any of the provided materials, I will be entitled to do the same after NHK's initial broadcast of the programme and will give advance notice of the intent to NHK. This has come back to a conversation I've had with them, by which I want to post the segment on our channel. And it seems that I actually might be able to do that. So that's a good thing. 6, illegal reproduction and distribution of the provided materials and or the programme by a third party may not be prevented, even if NHK and the NHK's licensee make managerial efforts to prevent possible illegal reproduction. Or in other words, we don't really chase copyright too hard unless we have to. And you ain't going to complain about it. So, there you go. Yeah, the hat will be on. I'm going for the full hat. You guys know what I look like with this, but for the TV, hat got to go on. Plus, I think more people recognise from like the previous iteration of the channel. So probably best that I turn up with the hat on just in case it triggers any memories. And people go, it's that guy! Like, one person. Yeah. So, let's have a little look at some of the comments here. Everyone's saying hello. Hello to you all. Don't show them your repaired BiSH eating music video. Why not? Oh, that's the first thing I'm showing them. I am not gonna skip that for anything. If you want me to send them that video, press like now. That was the ultimate YouTube show moment. Yeah. BiSH, sitting down to eat. BiSH, sitting down to eat. Gotta love that. That's some true musical genius right there. Actually, I'll tell you what. I mean, I might just put that on the live stream right now. My computer is going incredibly slow because I've been working on so much stuff today. It's killed it. Yeah, I meant to mention as well, this is also to apologise for obviously the lack of material. Obviously, this is not going to be a special weekend for, like an artist special weekend. There will be a couple of videos tomorrow. Nothing since the earlier one yesterday. Do appreciate that. I'll be back on it there. So yeah, videos will carry on tomorrow. So this was partly to catch up with you guys about that and partly also to discuss before the BiSH thing. If I just type BiSH sitting down to eat into YouTube, were my tags good enough? No, nowhere near. I can just go to my own page, but I'm going to make this difficult. BiSH, I fixed your video. Oh, Google search. Google search, like, what are you doing? Oh, and okay, now it's getting a bit closer. It's actually giving me BiSH music videos, but it's not giving me my one. Wow, I'm surprised it's so hard to find my own stuff. Oh, sorry, you guys just heard that. Okay. Sorry. Wait a second. Everything's slowing down. All right. One second. I'm getting messaged. So I'm just writing at the moment. I've got a request to come in to the chat. Wait a second. I gotta start recording. All right. Okay. So I'm recording. I'm recording this bit of the live stream. I'm just typing. Just so you guys are clear, I'm typing a message whilst I'm supposed to be talking to you. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh no, when I pressed recording, that seems to have killed everything. My computer has gone to an absolute standstill. This is truly appalling. All right, so where was I? Yes, that's right. I was sipping out of this. Hi, guys. I think because of the way that this works. Okay. Okay, let's talk about technical stuff. Let's talk about what's going on here. So let me just catch up on some of the comments. So Harry's saying, interview, hat on or no hat. The hat will go on. I swear, the hat will go on. Sorry, you can hear... Oh my god, sorry. I'm being messaged during this. That's the sound of line app. I'm gonna do one more reply. I swear, one more reply. And then we'll keep on talking. Okay, guys. Sorry, did you hear? Are you hearing this? Are you? It's not my fault. Anyone who thinks I should close line app, hands up now. Okay, yeah. Vegete. Sorry, it's the first time I've seen you in the chat. Big hello to you. Can't tell from your what's it called, avatar? Sorry, my brain's coming back together. Can't tell from your avatar whether you're male or female. I'm guessing because of 99% of the people being in this chat being male that you're male. Hi. So I'll say hi, sir. Welcome. Tell me what brought you along to this. It's always nice when we see new people in here, knowing what brought you to us. Let me have a little look at some of the comments here. So yeah, Harry said about me putting my repaired version of the video up. I am going to submit that for the sake of annoying should I do it before or after the interview? Should I send them a copy of this before or after the interview? Do you think it will taint the interview if they have seen my comical editing handiwork? I don't think it's the best way to introduce myself. I think I'm going to do it afterwards. Then again, I don't know when they're going to do the edit. We'll come back to that in a minute. PK, hi, hey, how you doing? So everyone's saying hi, which is very nice. It's very nice that you're also polite and cordial. Harry, was that on the... Sorry, the lighting is in the way. This is so professional, guys. Was that on this channel or the old one? Oh, no, I reposted that. I reposted it. It's fine. So, yeah, and that's got to say I'm probably after. I kind of agree. My sense of humour wants to sabotage everything I do in a funny way. I can't deny that is a part of my personality. However, I'm going to try not to sabotage this opportunity to connect to the musical world. I'm making it sound more grand than it needs to be. Fernando says before. All right. Okay, Harry's found that video. Awesome. All right, guys. So anyway, to move on to some subjects. We were working on the song. Now, the song, as well, you can see from the setup right now that I'm sitting in front of a wall, so you know I'm not doing a setup today. The next live stream, like I say, the proper one following this, that's the one we're going to work on the song. So we've got most of it down. Now, like I say, we were talking about, and I'll just break down where we got with that. You guys had helped me put together a riff. The chord pattern was one of the first things. We wrote those lyrics together. I still can't get over how good that lyric writing session was. I left it deliberately open so we had room to write more lyrics, specifically a chorus, and that was because I figured that this would take, well, I didn't know it was going to take as long as it has, but I figured it was going to take a fair while, so I assumed it would be a good idea that if it was going to take a while, that we came back to some of the lyrics to give some other people a chance to write some of the words. So I know that's often something that, you know, people are more likely to remember. And that's whereas most of it we've been using sort of algorithms and, you know, techniques to work out you know, what the song should be in a very indirect way, and sort of demonstrating to you, if you like, the mathematical quality of musical writing, that you can get something with a lot of personality if you approach it from a mathematical or kind of just a very simple rudimentary way. The lyrics are obviously the thing where you guys have been directly, knowingly writing what you wanted to put in, rather than being subjected to my trickery and my techniques. So yeah, I wanted to give a chance for more of that. The chorus is still coming up, so we'll be coming round to that. When we do that session, actually, do you guys want to do it in the next section? Do you want to do the chorus lyrics in the next section? We could do that. We worked very specifically on the rhythm and the timbre, on the way that the guitar bit was going to work, because we got that tripleted beat. I mean, I probably could pull out a guitar and play a little bit more of it. Let's not do that now. We'll pick up on that in the proper session. Now, I do remember CMC was saying, CMC, are you here today? Are you here? He's probably waiting for the next one. But anyway, as the CMC was saying, there is the... he was commenting that he thought that the riff was a little bit annoying. And I did a bit of production work to try and make it sound a little bit more bizarre and a little bit less pointed. But that kind of took it into some kind of weird experimental territory, which I don't know was exactly what we were going for. So, that's right. Grab a beer. This is the chill out session today. So what we might do instead is, I was thinking if we half-time the riff. So basically, you take each note and play it with exactly twice the gap between it that it's currently got. Obviously, that means it will still be in time with the underlying beat, and yet it will still be the same riff, but it will just be happening at a slower pace. Assuming that that fits to the chord pattern, which by my mental calculations it certainly will. When I think about it in my head, it sounds right. But obviously we'll play it and see what you guys think. I might half time the riff. So if you compare that to the last session we did, when we hear it back, I might well present you two options. You know, kind of like the optician's test, A and B. See what you guys think. But yeah, we're looking very much, with this song, we're looking at the rudiments of how you construct music. And the fact that, yeah, obviously being a great songwriter is a fantastic thing. But you do not have to be a genius to enjoy and make music. And by genius, I don't mean intellect level, I just mean your relationship to understanding and learning music. That's not something, you don't have to be on that level. So, you guys have heard me say this before, but that's one of the main things I want to get from this. And I know a lot of people have come along and joined these sessions since. So, yeah, I just want to sort of reiterate that that is the whole point of that. Obviously, this is a very different live stream today. This is the live stream where we're talking about the big interview. But that will... I can't wait to talk to you guys about that one tomorrow. All right, so a little look at some of the comments coming in. And Harry, yeah, I'll go find the video in a second. Thanks for that. Like I said, I could have just, you know, checked that through my own details, but I was being lazy. I'm sorry, Harry. The microphone is very far from me right now, by the way. So if you guys hear me a bit quiet, usually I have it up on the desk in front of me, but it's a little bit further away right now, just because the way I've got everything set up. So if I sound a bit distant, let me know. I'm also a bit worried because it's actually kind of down low, and so therefore you might just be hearing the sound of me moving my jeans, which is going to be creepy. Let's have a little look at some of the comments. Sorry, I did say I was going to do that. Oh, thank you very much, Adetta. So yeah, well, I'm glad that you have. I'm really glad that, you know, I'm really glad that my stuff has actually been helpful. You know, it's, for me, it's something where, you know, I kind of feel like I'm sharing what I love, but when you're sharing what you love, then you meet a lot of other people who love the same things. And I think it's a cumulative thing. I think when you talk to people, you get so much from them. This is why I always say I encourage people who don't like the same genres of music to listen to each other's preference songs and share those comments, because that's what makes music really interesting for me. I've always said this is those, you get those certain genres of music where people tend to be, and this is not a blanket rule, but they tend to be very, you know, I can't remember the exact word, but they stay in their groups, you know, like metal fans who I always say, you know, people who like heavy metal, and some of them will come up with that line, "Oh, that's not metal." You're thinking, yeah, that's why you should listen to it. I'm not expecting you to like it, but listen to it just in case. And you get that with virtually every genre. I think the more macho a genre is, the more people tend to say it. I'm thinking metal, thinking hip hop. That's not real hip hop. That's not real metal. That's not real punk. You don't really get many people say, that's not a real ballad. It's less common. Yeah. Well, you know, that's not real jazz, but then again, jazz isn't macho, but it's got a kind of a, you know, like a mature vibe, isn't it? I guess the more proud a genre is, the more people say that. I'm getting totally on a tangent here. Let's have a little look at some of the other wonderful comments that people have been listening, saying. Sven, grab a beer. Of course, my friend. We can't have one of these casual, lovely chats without me grabbing a beer along the way. Sorry, his glasses. You can see I'm putting it on the carpet. It's got a bit of fluff on the bottom. I should be using a table. I'm sitting on the floor. Oh, I'm still recording this. All right, I think that's enough of the recording. Let me stop that. Okay. TXM, hi. What are we doing? That's fair. What are we up to today? So like I said, this is just in case you're not aware. This is a small. This is a little one that we're doing. This is a little live stream that we're doing. Just because the main live stream's tomorrow. This is just a little one where I'm going to have a little chat with you guys, just pre to me doing the big the BiSH interview tomorrow. And I just wanted to sorry, I'm replying again. I just wanted to let you guys have a chance to have a little chat with me if you had any interesting ideas. I like that people already mentioned about the hat thing. PK sound is fine. Thank you very much for that, sir. But yeah, and just also to apologise, like I said, last couple of days, no videos. As some of you guys know, a few things have happened in the last couple of days. Again, dramas happen, you get through them. But that's not, if you like, that's not the primary thing. I'll pick back up on the videos tomorrow. I just wanted to drop a bit of a live stream while I was here, amongst other things. There's a lot of suggestions that you guys have given me, which have been way overdue, which I've got really ready to go. So I'm hoping in the the next few videos that come out, not all of them, but some of them will be really relevant ones. And one of the interesting ones is also obviously got the new Sci song, new Silent Siren song. So there's some like new stuff as well. There's going to be some really cool videos, I think, in the next couple of weeks. If I could just get on top of all of this, maybe just in the next week actually, because I can. Yeah, it depends on how many James videos there are as well. I'll work it around that. About the BiSH interview, says Sven. Damn right. TXM. Okay. Harry. I'd link it here, but I used another device to do my search, and actually, you know what? Sorry, I was talking about. I should just bloody well open it, shouldn't I? I'm kind of doing myself a bit of a disservice here because I probably should just be sending people to watch it directly. But then if you're watching it, you're not watching this. So why don't I just play it on the live stream so you can see it? Your channel. And yeah, I'm stop being lazy now. I'm just going to open up the Your Channel tab. My computer is going monstrously slowly right now, though. So just bear with me would be my kind request. Oh, God, yeah. I should have restarted the computer before I did this. It's just, I've got so many apps open, and I had to install like the Microsoft TeamSpeak thing as well for the interview tomorrow because I don't use Zoom or Skype. Fernando, SSB, not too many compliments. It will get to his head. Racia. Found it by searching. Oh, okay, he's just searching the channel and the BiSH. Is the Discord link broken or can it? Yeah, the Discord link seems to be broken. I don't want to use the Discord link, to be honest, anymore in the video thing, because it means that every time they seem to screw it up every every month I think they change it. So I need to find if there's some just way that you can search in Discord, and then I'm just going to write that instead, because the Discord link thing seems to be a disaster. They keep on changing the link. So thank you, Harry, for having a relevant link. If someone can think of a better way of doing it, because I can't, it takes too much time to go back and edit every single video, and obviously that becomes more and more time as this time goes on. So yeah, we need to sort that out. 2 different Discord links there. That's interesting. Check them and see which one works, guys. Maybe they both work. All right, let's see if I can find the BiSH sitting down to eat. BiSH sitting down to eat. I'm just going to scroll back through my own channel. This would have been faster if I did what Harry said. But I insist on making things difficult. The problem is I've got the lights really low as well, so they're right in my eyes. When I look at the monitor, I get like an eyeful. So anyway, like I said, this is not going to be a particularly long one. I just wanted to check in with you guys because I hadn't posted any videos and because of everything, and you know, blah 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 blah. I'm nearly there. I've got to 3 months ago now. Oh yeah, babysitter. Yeah, I did a babysitter song again recently, didn't I? That's good. As long as I'm keeping up to date with all of the favourites. All right, where's the BiSH video? It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, I forgot I did BiSH's Monsters song as well recently. Yeah, there's a lot in here. Somewhere around here, somewhere around the beginning, somewhere in the first sort of like 30 videos or so, I think. Oh, there we go. New promo, but I fixed it. Okay, cool. Let's rock on over to the. It's going to make a lot of noise now, isn't it? Desktop view. I hope I don't get any messages now, because if I get any messages, you'll see the notification. All right, let's do this. Hopefully, this is how slow my computer's going right now. I'm going to like it. I like my video. That's right. I like my own videos. Oh, God. Come on. This is absurd. Yeah, the computer's just turned to crap, and it's because of a few apps I've installed recently. I always try to keep my main working computer with as little possible stuff on it, yeah, software-wise especially. All right, let's listen to what me from back in the day had to say. It doesn't look like it's buffering anywhere near quickly enough.
Hey everyone, just before we begin, this video is a re-edited upload of a reaction from our previous and now deleted channel, so please check that you subscribe to this new channel here, enjoy the review, and we look forward to seeing you in some new material coming very soon. Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where we're going to be checking out the new BiSH song that
yeah, it's not gonna buffer fast enough. All right, guys, this is ridiculous. Computer's turned to crap. Let's just lower it in quality. I don't like installing apps on this computer or any computer I work with, because everything you install just complicates it and slows it down. I like to keep minimum everything. And here I am fighting to even play a YouTube video. I'll give it one more shot at a lower res. Look at my lovely face.
just dropped today, like literally a few hours ago from what I can see. The interesting thing is the video has no title. I'm pretty sure, I didn't even think you could do that on YouTube, so I don't know how they've managed to pull that off, but it's just got like a series of hashtags at the top, so I have no idea what to expect from this. What I do know, however, is that every time we listen to BiSH, it's like I always say, it's the one group it's most interesting.
Oh, Jesus, this is a waste of time. Alright guys, yeah, just search that. Search that. BiSH, new promo video, but I fixed it. I can't be bothered with this. I can't even close the tab. Jesus Christ. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to get off of this screen because it's just showing you how worthless my computer is right now. Okay. So, yeah, if anyone wants to see that, it's really funny. It's worth watching. I'd have loved to have shown it to you now, but trash. Trash computer. So, I didn't realize when I poured this how much I was going to need it. All right, so let's have a look at here. Yeah, I've just moved the window across and I can't see the chat because it's just all distorted the screen. So I don't think we're going to keep this one going too long today, guys, just because it's just getting a bit crappy. Not you guys, not the chat, just the computer's not working, and I'm not even sure if you're even seeing half of this because the way it just doesn't seem to be working at all. So Harry, the settings allow you to set up a permanent link that never expires, or so it says. Guys, I mean, I've said this before, I love Discord. I think it's a fantastic platform. However, I think it is also the most poorly designed user interface I've ever seen on anything, and I include Windows Vista on that. I think that Windows Vista is easier to use than Discord. So, yeah, I would therefore recommend that if anyone knows how to work the thing, please show me where that permalink is, and I'll be very happy to get it. The link shouldn't expire, says Sven. It shouldn't, but it does. It has many times over. So there clearly is some system in place, and it is about once every month. TXM, wait, you're not in the BiSH Discord, are you? Yeah, I'm in the I'm in the BiSH Reddit. I'm not in the BiSH Discord. No, I didn't even know they had a Discord. The standing link setting for Discord is a 1-day link. It seems to last more than that because I try them and they seem to last a month from what I remember last time I checked. Be interested about that. You're going to have to download your videos beforehand. That's where it's almost impossible to... Well, you can download your own videos, can't you? It's almost impossible to download other videos now because there's so many restrictions on that. Like most of the softwares and sites that I used to use don't work. I would have done. I wasn't really expecting to play that today, but you guys are right. Maybe your computer needs a beer to get it going too. I wouldn't mind giving it a beer and then a trip out the window. Sven wants me to look up. Nothing there. TXM definitely needs a beer. You're damn right. More beer. Your computer is dying. I love the idea that we think that beer makes you more active and more efficient. I love that. I think your desktop is biased again. It was... Yukos Sizahana on there a minute ago. Now it is Peggy's again. Okay. Yeah, the computer's not going so good. Anyway, like I said, this isn't a long one today anyway, so I just thought I'd do a little bit of nattering, a little bit of chatting. So did you guys have any sort of specific things that you were thinking about? Anything that you think would be kind of cool that I could throw in for the chat? It's going to be taking place fairly early tomorrow morning, my time. So you guys, most of you guys will probably be either in bed or just about to go to bed when I'm up recording. So any cool ideas, let me know. Jeff. Hi all. Hi Howard, CMC and Harry if here. Sorry, can't stay. Just a quick in and out. We'll watch later. Howard, thanks again for replying to my comment last week. Really good of you. That's all right, man. I wish I could reply to more stuff. But certainly if I see you, you're one of our oldest and most beloved people. Certainly one of our heaviest of the trolls. But yeah, no, it's every time I see your comments, man, I'll always swing by and see if I can get a reply in. Fernando. Okay, got to run. I've got a Zoom meeting in a few minutes. Have fun with the interview. Remember, have fun. Cheers, Fernando. Yes, that is actually the best suggestion. Have fun. And I certainly will. You too, sir. You too. You have a good little Zoom meeting. Have a good time. All right, so guys, any suggestions? Like I said, I'm not going to... This isn't a particularly long one. I just wanted to sort of touch bases with you guys and let you know what's going on. The full live stream will be tomorrow, as always. And if I can get things together, we will be adding more to the song. That certainly is the intention for this week. And plus, I want to get a couple of videos out tomorrow as well. Hopefully some stuff that you guys have been waiting for a little while. If not tomorrow, then certainly in the next few days, there'll be some stuff you guys have been waiting for a while. I really want to drop the new Silent Siren song reaction, partly because I just really want to listen to it. But there's a lot of things I want to throw in. There's another song that came out that's on the list. Actually, I got the list here. So let me just see what's on the list. I'll read out anything that I think I like to keep most of it a surprise. As you guys, I asked you guys this like months ago. on the previous channel, I asked you, do you guys want to know what videos are coming out in advance or not? And it was a definite 100% no from everyone, which I thought was kind of cool, actually. I really appreciated the fact that you guys enjoy just, you know, sort of randomly picking out whatever comes along. I'm trying to open a text document and I'm still waiting. That's how slow this is going today. And this computer is really good most of the time. But it has been crippled by just whatever has been installed recently. Oh, come on. All right. Oh, I mainly left links. Just so you guys know, some of the more obscure ones that we're going to be checking out again. I've got a Wagamama Rakia song, scenario art, the new Ningenis as well. That's the other one I was thinking of. Silent Siren and Ningenis have new ones. Sora Top Sakana, I'm going back for more of them. Eitoto, they are on the list as well. Winking Owl, as I mentioned before, Winking Owl definitely on the list. There's a few artists that you guys have recommended who are on the list and who are coming up. Regal Lily as well. I agreed to do another Regal Lily song. Like I said, I've got nothing against them. I just felt like the first song I heard by them was like 1997, I think. I remember thinking it's good, but I felt in no way inspired by it. I felt really like this is a nice listen, but it did not stick with me in any relevant way. So I wasn't originally going to check it out again, but then there's a lot of talk about. A lot of people really like this band, and I know a lot of you guys have been talking them up. So I was like, all right, I'll check out another one. So that's coming up. And then I've got a bunch of ones here that are just links, so I can't remember. Yeah, no, there's some really cool stuff coming up, so stay with it. What my screen is showing me is so far behind. It's about 10 minutes behind what I'm actually doing now. So I have no idea what you guys are seeing. I have no idea if you're... Actually, maybe the comments will help a little bit more. Let's have a look here. Jeff saying, dinner's ready, and sorry, that's more important. Damn right. I wouldn't argue with that. Luckily, I can do beer and this at the same time. If I had to choose, it'd be difficult. Have a good dinner, sir. Harry, BiSH poster hanging front and center. Yeah, the BiSH poster that is only Momoko. That poster, front and center. Do you think that they would take that as a hint? My brother is happy when he gets his Ragamama Rakia reaction. Yeah, he will get another one coming up soon. I haven't recorded it yet, but it's on my immediate to-do list. I've got 14 on the immediate to-do list, which I usually try to keep it at about 14. That used to be because that translated as exactly a week's worth, 2 a day for a week, whether the plan went to schedule or the schedule went to plan or not. But since James has started doing Back a Binge more regularly, actually those 14 videos now last more than a week. But yeah, no, it's on that immediate list, so that means it should be coming up in next 2 weeks. I probably would say is a fair way of looking at it, just to keep yourself not shocked if it's not out straight away. Scandal Love Survive live versus girlfriend version. Yeah, why is that not on the list? Why is that not on the list? Where is the list? Where's it got? The list is sodded off. Oh no, there it is. Love Survive live versus GF. Cool. Pop that one into the list. Yeah, we talked about that actually. I'm really looking forward to do that. So that's cool. I also wanted to check out for more of those Sound Fighters videos. They were awesome. I really enjoyed doing that. I want to do more Sound Fighters. I've got a couple of Sound Fighters. I think it was Sven who actually linked me up with them that I didn't do. Especially the Silent Siren ones. So I haven't done the Einyan ones yet. So still got them on a hard drive somewhere. TXM lol. Sven. No bias, Howard. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, actually, I should show you my purchases. Where's my purchases? Where's my purchases? There's my purchases. While I was in Tokyo, did a little bit of shopping. Sorry, that was closer to my face than I think any of you wanted to be. TXM, wait, so did you get chosen to be on the NHK? Yeah, I got chosen. Don't forge my signature. So, this is actually irony. When I was in Tokyo the other day, I'd already been waiting a couple of days for a response, and I didn't know when the interview was going to happen, so I had no idea of the impending nature of the response that I was going to get from the record company. No, not the record company. The basically the people management company for NHK. It's not NHK who contact you directly. It's like a subsidiary who deal with their personnel. They might actually be NHK, but they don't present themselves as such. So anyway, the point was I wasn't expecting such an immediate reply, and I kind of let it slip. It was something where I was just checking my email every day and thinking, oh, I'll probably have to wait for another month or so to hear anything back. So it was on the night that I came back from Tokyo, I picked up the message about 1 or 2 in the morning. But actually, just before I'd left Tokyo, I'd been and I'd made a couple of purchases. Let me just move the OBS so that I can see that you can see what I can have. But I have purchased both item number 1, which is the... I think this is... Now, it's going to be awful if I get this wrong right before doing an interview. Hey, I love the music, not the procedural numbering. I believe this is the first album. Partly because it has the original lineup, and I don't believe that lasted beyond the first iteration. And I also got the one that I've been fiending after most of all. And you guys know that this was the album. I really love this. This really introduced me. I haven't even heard the entire album yet, but I've heard most of the songs as a result of the singles. This is the one that really introduced me to the concept that this band is so varied, and that is the rather wonderful Characteristics. Wonderfully, I really like the artwork on this. I know it's a bit, just your normal general colours and things, but it really works nicely. It's a nicely made artwork. 14 tracks as well. I do love the fact that, there's... I know people could say that a band doesn't write their own songs. This is less relevant to say, but I do love the fact that Japanese artists tend to put a lot into their albums. I feel almost cheated when you buy an album and it's got like 10 tracks. You're like, alright, better be good. But, I always think that an album should be at least 12 tracks. And when you see 14, I think 14 is the point where you're satisfied. You're like, yep, this is a proper full-on album. So this one comes in at 13, this one comes in at 14. It's pretty good. So yeah, great little packages there. So I'm looking forward to hearing the tracks in between. I haven't possibly putting them on reviews as well. Seems a waste not to. So I'll look at some of the wonderful... oh, it's second, says TXM. Was it second to a mini album or to a full album? I'd be interested to know. TXM. Oh my god, I'm so mad I applied for that. Oh no, you didn't get chosen. I feel like a dick. I must admit, I don't know exactly how it went, but you saw the form that you had to fill in. I went into a lot of detail about why I liked the band, about why I liked them. It was about... and because, this is as you guys know, this is one of the things I've said, is that because obviously the whole point of this channel is to be 100% honest. I think when doing a BiSH review, more than any other band, there is a sense of excitement. Because you really don't know what's going to happen. You have no idea what's going to happen when you press play. And it's never been a disappointment. I've never listened to a BiSH song and gone, no, I don't like that. There's been BiSH songs where I've gone, well, that bit, I didn't think that bit worked. But I feel that way about every band. There's no band in the world who I would say everything they did ever was perfect. But yeah, for me, I think I feel a little bit guilty because I know that there's a lot of other fans who've applied for this who are probably like lifelong fans who probably have more of a history with the band. And I was very open in my application by saying, well, look, I've only known about them for like less than 2 years and I've never seen them live. And I was very sort of open about this. But I think perhaps it was that area of variation. I think they wanted variation because I think they probably got applications from so many people who are diehard hardcore fans that they wanted something a bit different. So I decided to put in like just a lot of honesty about why I'm so just engaged by this band. Why every time there's a chance to do a BiSH review, I'm like, yep, I'm doing that. So yeah, I can see probably why I was probably actually drawn from a smaller pool than the fans, because I think the fans were more numerous, and I think I would consider myself to be a fan, but the more recent fans. I mean, one of the questions was in regards to what do you think of the choreography. And I replied in it. I was like, to be honest, I don't really think about choreography much. I actually kind of said that. I was like, I don't really think of the choreography at all because I don't know anything about choreography. I just said what I like about it is the way they do their choreography, to me, comes across more like theatre than dance. It's more of an emotional representation of a song. I don't really clock the moves. I don't really see the dance skills. What I see like almost like acting. So I think it's probably because my answers were not what you would probably get from a traditional fan, but that I still expressed that, I think this group's amazing. I really love their stuff. I can't wait for every chance I get to hear something new. I think that probably is what what sold them on me being in the show. But yeah, I definitely do not take for granted that I might well have kicked in the teeth someone who is a massive fan. But then again, yeah, I'm going to put it again just to justify my case. I know this is just totally shilling for myself here, but if the program is going to be good for BiSH and get more BiSH fans, then the more varied the people speaking on their behalf, the better. If everyone's a super fan, maybe doesn't reach out to new fans as much. I don't know. I'm just trying to sell this to you guys. Anyway, like I said, I really don't want to make it sound like I didn't put a lot of effort in. I sat down for a very long time and I slaved over my answers to make sure that I gave something honest and unique in response. So yeah, I didn't just luck it out. I hope that doesn't offend any BiSH fans. I didn't just luck it out. I am genuinely a fan of theirs, and yeah, only for like less than 2 years. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the comments. No, second album, Fake Magic. Second to full album. Damn, I wish I'd bought that one as well then. I didn't see. They only had those 2 albums. They had those 2 albums in there and they had a mini album, and I was like, well, they were all kind of the same price. As like, I'm getting a maximum of tracks, and I was like, I definitely want to get Carrots and Sticks. So, because I've been listening to BiSH a lot on the Spotify, I was like, I definitely want to get Carrots and Sticks. And then I was like, well, Fake Metal Jacket's got more tracks than the mini album. That's what I'm going for. PK, I like short albums. All 6 Lingtosite Segura, I never said it right, albums have either 10 or 9 tracks. Yeah, there are albums I like that do that, but it's hard to get away with it. You really need to, because the tracks need to be more varied as well to justify that. Because you get something like, for example, well, Bandmaid's a good example. Like World Domination, the problem I had with that album as a general is it was really, really long. It's not a bad thing. That's actually a very good thing. But I felt that the reason it wasn't as good as Just Bring It, for me, came down to the fact that, and World Domination has some songs that for me are better than anything on Just Bring It. But it was, as an album, it was very long and it did not back that up with variation. It did not have enough variation to back up its length. In fact, there were 2 songs that felt creepily similar. Down to like having really similar melodies. Whereas Just Bring It was a little bit more concise and a little bit more varied. So like I say, World Domination ended up having better songs for me, but overall I'm less likely to listen to it as an album than I would be to Just Bring It. So that's an interesting side to that. I think if you do a short album, that can be really good, but now you've given yourself less space for that variation, so you have to make each punch count a little bit more. Just my thoughts. Sven, when the first album came out, Ling Ling and I always trouble with her name, Hashiasume, Atsuko, weren't part of BiSH. Yes, I am aware of that. And there was, is it Hug Me? The member who was only in right at the beginning and left almost immediately. Perfume had one of those as well, I seem to remember. You hated I Am Frenzy though, didn't you? I did. No. This is the thing that people always get wrong. I didn't hate Am I Frenzy. I didn't hate the song at all. I really liked the song. I just felt that one choice to let the scream go the way it did was a bad choice. I think it ruined that part of the chorus. I mean, that is something that to me, it was like, because I have heard songs by that. I mean, that whole song was beautiful. I loved the backing. I loved the whole feel. I remember it so well. And I've listened to it a few times since. I've really tried to win myself over to that part of the song because I love the arrangement. I love the slow build up. I love the use of the tom drums. I like the guitar. There's always got a slightly 70s retro feel. I love the sort of cleanliness of it as it builds up to, it's going to go chaos. Just, and I do think that you cannot love anything. I do not believe anyone can love anything in the world if they cannot see a fault in it. Because nothing in the world is perfect, and if you cannot see any faults in it, I'm not saying this is you, by the way, but if you cannot see any faults in it, then you don't love it. You are actually delusional. So I think it is very important to qualify how much you enjoy something by being able to say, I enjoy it, but this is the one thing that doesn't work for me. Because, it's like if you fall in love with the perfect person, they have got to do at least one thing that annoys you. Sen, do you bought tickets for SciSci's 10th anniversary concert near Fujisan? I have got 2 tickets, as I believe you know, for seeing SciSci. Small venue, big venue, very good chances to get to see them. Waiting for those to be reallocated. I don't have the 10th anniversary concert one. I'll be honest with you, I don't really mind the special occasionness of seeing them. I just want to see them live. Because, it's like with Bandmate, I'm seeing them again at the Budokan. Because that's a different thing. That's kind of like I've seen them live once. Now I want to see them in like a big, a big venue, which is important to them. When it comes to the Silent Siren thing, I just kind of want to see them live. I haven't seen them live yet. So I'm kind of more getting past that first of all. But yeah, I think you are mentioning something that the more I think about it, Sven, the more I want to go to it. Harry, think your grizzled music veteran status had any bearing on being chosen? Probably not. They'd asked me for no details that would have given away who I am. If they got a lot of applications, which I suspect they did, then they almost definitely would have done no background research. The contract gives me a feeling as well that they don't do background research, just the whole way it's worded. Like I say, point number 4 is very concise. The provided materials may be edited or may not be used in the program. Okay, that is something you have to include in the contract. However, just the conciseness of that point, that there's no further details given to it, makes me feel like they are more than willing to just cut people completely out of the program if they don't like them. So that sounds like a group who don't do the background research on the people. They just wait till the interview and then decide. That being said, it's not impossible they did. I wouldn't rule it out 100%. I put my full name in, so someone might have recognised it, but I don't think it's likely. And then again, I've worked with the NHK before. Maybe. I had my first ever appearance on Japanese television was in 2008 at a comedy club, and it was a small, televised comedy performance, and so you had a small crowd, just enough to, so the cameras could look over you, so you look like a crowd. Anyone who's English will know that's the top of the pops thing. You get a small number of people and you put them underneath the camera so it looks like there's a crowd. And one of the comedians pulled me out of the crowd, joking that I was his manager and that I was going to help him go to America, because he was going to be a star in America. And I flipped it on him by pointing out just saying, I'm English, you're going to the wrong country, mate. And I actually ended up getting a laugh on Japanese comedy show. I was like, yeah. However, that laugh was balanced out by how awful my hairstyle was. Yeah, I had hair then. How bad my hairstyle choice was back then. Oh God. Oh God. So, Travas, Sai's new song and video is so much fun. Yeah, I'm dying to do the reaction for that. I mean, I'm so excited for that. And because it's a new one, I might all post it tomorrow. I was thinking because Sundays are good for views. Like I say, Ningenis have their new video is still relatively new, and along with the Sai one, I might post Sai and Ningenis tomorrow just to take advantage of the Sunday thing. You know, Sunday views are good. Or maybe to stop them tripping over each other, might separate them. You know, Ningenis, well, Sai's more Sai Sunday and Ningenis Monday, because Ningenis get the views anytime, Sai sometimes not. Yeah, so I mean, definitely the new site, but I can't wait for it. And if it's fun, all the better. Like I said, one of my biggest problems with the last one, I liked it, but it didn't ring the bells for me. It didn't have a huge amount of personality. It felt a little bit tropey. It just didn't seem to have much of what made them. But I loved the fact that they tried. That was the one with Poppin' Party. The most recent one with I Me from Poppin' Party. So TXM saying, it's okay, I don't hate you. Their first album is 13 tracks. My favourite album is Pre-BiSH. Yes. I was listening to as much of that as I could get away with on Spotify. My Ellie version of Pre-BiSH came today, actually. Oh, limited edition. Sweet. Yeah, I try not to buy these CDs of groups who I haven't listened to everything by, because it can be very tempting when you're looking at the physical CD. But I'm trying to do them from Spotify first, just to hold myself back. How many Sai songs do you give a heart on Spotify? Surely the question should be, how many do I not give a heart on Spotify? To be honest, I try not to make my favourite list too big. So I've tried to limit it just to the ones that I really, really listen to a lot. So I do find myself still doing a lot of searching. Harry, I purchased my ticket to Scandal's 14th anniversary live stream concert on the 21st. Also, Rena's 29th birthday. Sven, no, Hug Me left before the major debut. Wasn't she on one of the songs though? I heard this, that she was actually on one of the songs. Let me know. Harry, I'm really interested because you've purchased a ticket for the next Scandal one. So was the first Scandal live was really good then? I'm guessing it paid off, because I've got to do a review of. I saw the Bandmade live one, and that I had some very interesting thoughts on that. But it was really interesting. It was the first time I've ever seen like if you like, one of these quarantine concerts, and it was by a well-known artist rather than just an independent. But I was really kind of intrigued by the whole way that played out, and it was really interesting and had some real great qualities that I hadn't thought about as well, and also some problems that I hadn't thought about, so it was really interesting. TXM, a lot here, so I'm going to read through your comments in a straight line. Also, if you do want to join the BiSH Discord, I can DM you. That would be awesome. I didn't even know there was one. I am also the owner of BiSH Discord. That makes your being left out all the worst. Also, it's Yukaka Love Deluxe that left before the group did activities, not Hug Me. So on the first album cover, they ripped Yukaka Love's Deluxe face off the cover. Okay, yeah, I knew there was one who had left like pretty much immediately. I believe her voice is on one or two of the songs though. To be honest, I feel kind of glad and kind of not at the same time to be chosen, because it's very nerve-wracking as a huge fan knowing to be shown to BiSH, so I'm not super upset either. I'm still happy for you still. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I do get that. I wonder actually, sorry, just out of interest, because I mean, I remember when I asked Scandal, when I asked Harry, has he ever got a VIP ticket when he saw Scandal live, and he pretty much replied, I don't remember getting anything that wasn't a VIP ticket. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, he's met them a fair few times. I'm intrigued whether you have had the chance to VIP with BiSH. Maybe you told me before. I don't remember. Yukako was only on the 2015 version of Spark. That would be it. Yeah, I knew there was one of the now defunct members who only made the briefest of appearances. Don't know why I'm talking like this. All right, guys. So we're up at an hour. I'm probably going to round this one off now. So, guys, finish replying to anything that I said before. And like I said, the main live stream is going to be tomorrow anyway. You know what I'm going to do before the live stream. So, probably about 1 a.m. Japan time. Maybe about 12:30 Japan time. I'll get on. Depends on if Nico Hulkenberg wins. Just if he gets in the top three, I might be drinking too heavily to even start the live stream. For anyone who knows what I'm talking about, considering that the first two positions are a complete foregone conclusion, I'm watching it primarily for Nico. If he gets in the top three, it will be just such poetic beauty. It will be fantastic. And it will kind of justify a little bit what happened to poor old Checo. So I am totally watching for Nico tomorrow. Let's have a look at some of the comments here. TXM, no, I haven't seen BiSH live. I'm hoping to go as soon as get out of quarantine. Well, that's one thing I was... BiSH are going to be around for a while. You don't have to worry about them going anywhere, so you just have to bide your time. I'm a member of the BiSH fan club. Get me on the Discord. DM me the Discord thing. I'm not actually, this is interesting, I'm not a member of any fan clubs. And it's not because I don't want to be, it's because I know that if I join one, there will be so many that I want to join. And they're not cheap. I love a lot of musical artists, and yeah, I kind of drew a rule in my head that unless it was absolutely required, as it once was, to go to one concert, I had to do it. It was a fan club only thing, and it was for an artist who only plays once a year. Other than those circumstances, I kind of have a rule in my head that just to avoid the kind of like how some people say of gym memberships, to avoid the inexcusable cost, I just don't join any fan clubs. A weird fact, but I don't begrudge anyone who does, because especially if you've got like Harry with Scandal, TXM with BiSH, if you've got like one artist who you just know this is my artist, this is the thing that I'm into, this is the thing that I can listen to on its own for the rest of my life, then it kind of makes a lot more sense. Sven, Hulk has to get a place in the podium. Well, he's got Max right behind him. And, you know, I mean, considering how boring the front is, I was never a big fan of Max, but I really kind of more into, like, because Max is the only person who's got the skill and anywhere enough the equipment to get near to those two. Like, Charles just doesn't have the car. I guess the best thing that could happen, is if Valtteri and Hamilton take each other out of the first corner and then we get a race. That would be great. But otherwise, just so one of the Mercedes can blow up so that we know Nico's got a fair chance at third. I think otherwise he's going to struggle to beat Max, because Max has got really good race pace. So I'm totally off topic, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I really hope it's not screwed up by some sort of stupid grid penalty or something. Harry, to mommy, especially since she likes to go crazy on stage. Crazy on stage. Crazy on stage. Yeah, I know there's a lot of really big Tomomi fans, and I think that is a lot related to a live presence. TXM, yeah, it's quite expensive. The BiSH one is about 6,500 a year. No, that's not too bad, actually. That's about 500 yen a month. Just a smidge over. 520 yen a month, isn't it? So, no, I've got... like 545, yeah, something like that. I'm doing the maths way too more detail than I need to. But yeah, that's not too bad, actually. That's actually pretty good. James, I just repeated all the commentary in my Murray Walker voice. Yeah, I like I said, I'm just watching for Nico tomorrow. That would just be the greatest story ever. I mean, geez, if those two boring cars at the front smash each other up, then Nico versus Max? Yes. 100% yes. That would be... I would be so happy to watch that. But I also live in the UK, says TXM. Yeah, America's more likely to get those concerts. But it's not to say that Europe... I didn't vote for Brexit. It's not to say... the microphone's down there, you didn't hear that. It's not to say that Europe doesn't get these concerts by these artists, but it's harder in Europe and UK and places like that to see these artists. You really do have to go to Japan. Sven, double DNF for Mercedes, please. Do you know what? I think everyone who actually likes the sport is saying that every weekend. Because the sport is brilliant, except for those two boring fucking cars at the front. You get rid of them, and this would be a really exciting competition. This would be brilliant if you got rid of those two cars at the front. So the racing's all there. It's just we're not getting to enjoy it because the points are given to two arbitrary competitors. I know if you design the best car, you deserve it. I'm not arguing with that. It's just it's been long enough. It's been years since anything else has really made an impact. I'm just bored of it. Same way that when like Michael Schumacher was running away with everything at the beginning of the 2000s, they changed all the rules they could to stop him. It seems nowadays they seem to change all the rules to make sure that Mercedes do well. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, you're going to make the cars wider. That's going to help. Anyway, I'm going to round this one off now. So thanks very much, guys. Like I say, main live stream will be coming tomorrow to a screen near you, assuming that you are near a screen. I will be up talking to the people from NHK at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Big thank you for helping me go through the contract. I will just quickly mention, I'm going to read this out quickly because it's too much to say, but just in case anyone wants to come back to this as a point of reference, this is when it will be broadcast. There's a lot to take in here. So I'm going to read through it all, and then you can come back and listen to this again on replay if you want to check it out. First international broadcast schedule, Monday, August the 24th, 2020. This is obviously Japanese time. 10 past midnight, so immediately at the beginning of August 24th. 6:10 a.m., 12:10 midday, 6:10 p.m. on NHK World Japan channel, including simultaneous transmission on the internet. International rebroadcast schedule, Monday, September 28th, about a month later, at 20 of the year 2020. Again, same times. 10 past midnight in the morning, 10 past 6 in the morning, 10 past midday, and 10 past 6 in the evening. Again, every 6 hours. I'm assuming they run a rolling schedule of 6 hours worth of programming. Retransmission schedule for Chinese. There's a lot of languages in this, by the way. Friday, October the 9th, 2020. This is ultra specific. 4:14 in the evening, 6:14 in the evening, 8:14 in the evening, 10:14 in the evening, and 14 minutes past midnight. And then again at, where you say 26:14, that means 14 minutes past 2, and 28:14, that's 14 minutes past 4 on NHK World Japan. I don't think anyone... Do we have any Chinese speakers here? I think we've got a couple, but I think they all speak English as well, or they wouldn't be here. Free video on demand transmission schedule. English, 6:30 in the evening, Monday, August to... Oh, so this is the entire time it's available. So 6:30 in the evening, Monday, August to basically midnight, Wednesday, October 28th. Fine. Other languages will be available 6:30 in the afternoon, Monday, September 28th to midnight, Wednesday, October 28th. And that includes Mandarin, Chinese, Thai, French, Spanish, Indonesian, Vietnamese, and Korean. That's right. I am going to be translated into Mandarin, Cantonese, Thai, French, Spanish, Indonesian, Vietnamese, Korean, obviously Japanese, and I will be speaking in English. So you're going to have 10 languages of Howard. Tentative other rebroadcast schedule, Sunday, August the 30th, 2020, at something like 5 past midnight till 33 minutes past midnight on NHK General Channel, including simultaneous transmission on the internet and online catch-up services on the NHK Plus and or NHK On Demand services. Production manager, I'm not going to read you their name, that's probably against the law. that. All right, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Let me just read up the comments here. Are you going to be live tomorrow, or is it being pre-recorded tomorrow, TXM? I will be uploading some videos, hopefully, but I'll also be doing a live stream, like the normal live stream tomorrow. This was the irregular one tonight. Sven, bye-bye, Howard. Thank you very much. Good luck. And good interview to PK. Thank you, John A. To Harry. Sven, okay. On NHK World. Nice. Oh, yeah. It is on NHK World. James, NHK World so tend to repeat their shows a lot in 1 week, but then the show is gone forever once it disappears. Earlier on, we were reading through the terms and conditions. I am allowed to keep a hard copy, or a soft copy. Basically, I'm allowed to keep a copy of the program. And again, I would like to see how accurate all the translations will be. Me too. Sven, which was the day when it will be broadcast? I'll repeat that. Day number 1. First international broadcast schedule will be Monday, August 24th, 2020. And it will be played 4 times at 6-hour intervals. 10 past midnight, 10 past 6 in the morning, 10 past midday, and then 10 past 6 in the evening on the NHK World Japan channel, including simultaneous transmission on the internet. Translations will come later. Righty then. Thank you so much for checking in. Since they changed the software, I'm not 100% sure how to stop this stream. I am going to stop it anyway. So lots of love to you all. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, or whatever it is for you right now. And until I see you soon in Japan for the next one of these, for now, ciao, ciao. Let's see if this works. Actually, you guys are about half a minute behind, so maybe I should just do nothing for half a minute. In case I cut off the last bit. I'm just watching the clock.